Education is a good thing, isn't it? And vacation even more so. In Germany, both are available in combination, Bildungsurlaub or educational leave. If you work in Germany, you might even have a legal right to it. And how that works, we will find out today. Welcome to the Soft Skill channel. My name is Sebastian Jung and today I'd like to tell you about Bildungsurlaub or educational leave. A nice thing that is available in Germany, but even among Germans not that widely known, not that frequently used, but it's pretty cool, so we will have a look at it. What's up with this Bildungsurlaub? It is something you are entitled to if you are an employee in Germany and if you are beyond the probationary period. It is a leave of absence for the purpose of professional and political education. The details depend on the state you work in. Unfortunately, if you work in Bavaria or Saxony, there is no Bildungsurlaub for you because those states don't have regulations for it. And there are some exceptions in some states, for example, for very small businesses or for civil servants. So you have to check the regulations for your state to make sure that you are actually entitled to Bildungsurlaub. If you are, it usually is 5 days per year or 10 days per 2 years, or the choice is up to you. So you can take 5 days per year or 10 days after 2 years. Again, it depends on the state. Educational leave is granted in addition to your usual vacation days. So you get this on top. And it's paid for by the employer, so you get your usual salary during educational leave. The course you visit, you have to pay for yourself, and you also have to pay for travel or accommodations if you visit a course where you have to travel. The prerequisite is that the course you want to visit is officially recognized for Bildungsurlaub, for educational leave. However, it does not have to be directly related to your job, to what you do. So, for example, you could be an accountant and during Bildungsurlaub you visit a yoga course. This would be perfectly all right. You have the full range of topics to choose from. So, what are those topics that are available? There is a wide range of offers, a wide range of topics. However, almost all of those courses are taught in German. If you know very little German, you can still use Bildungsurlaub to visit a German language course to learn better German. If you know a bit of German, enough to get by in day-to-day life, you could maybe visit a course where you learn, for example, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, something like that. So where the focus is not on complex topics, but on performing the exercises. If you know German fairly well, enough for complex topics, then a wide range of topics is available to you. There are several courses about computers, about, for example, Microsoft Office, Adobe applications. There are also courses for photographers, by the way. There are courses where you learn a programming language, where you learn SAP. Now, obviously, for such complex topics, the course will merely be an introduction. You won't be able to become an ace programmer or learn all about SAP in just 5 to 10 days. So for very complex topics, the course will be more of an introduction. There are also plenty of courses related to internet topics, social media, online marketing, things like that. There are courses about project management, leadership. There are health-related topics such as stress management, resilience, as I mentioned before, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, things like that. There are also soft skill topics such as communication, rhetoric. As I mentioned before, the Bildungsurlaub is for professional and political education. So we also have political topics, historical as well as recent ones. Recent ones include things like environment, sustainability. There are also language courses. Those are often in combination with a short trip. So for example, you can learn a bit of Italian in Italy, things like that. And there are also very specific things like courses for becoming a real estate manager, commercial manager, whatever. So there really is a wide range of topics available. But of course, it depends on your state. So you have to check which courses are available in your state and which are recognized in your state. In the video description, I will provide a link to a German website where you can find the regulations for your state and also a list of courses for your state. So, if you would like to go on Bildungsurlaub, if you would like to take educational leave, what do you have to do? As a first step, I recommend to talk to your employer about it, tell him that you want to take educational leave and discuss what would be a good time to do so. Formally, the first step is to register for the course of your choice. Then you will receive some paperwork, some documents, a confirmation of registration, and this you will then hand to your employer and they will have to grant you the permission to go on educational leave. It's important that you observe deadlines. So you can't just say, I would like to go on educational leave next Monday. This would be a bit short notice. Usually you have to observe a deadline of 4 to 8 weeks prior if you want to take educational leave. Again, it depends on the state. If there are any problems with getting the employer's permission, you can get help from the Works Council, depending on what the reasons are, and they might be able to assist you. And they might also be able to assist you if you want to take a German language course and you have it's difficult to do the bookings and the paperwork. You might be able to get help from them. Now, if everything works out fine and you get the employer's permission, you go on your educational leave and you visit the course, the seminar that you chose. And at the end of the seminar, you will receive a certificate of attendance. And this again, you have to hand in to your employer and they will sign it this confirms that you really took part in the course. And then everything is finished and also bureaucracy is taken care of. Now, before you go off on your educational leave, I would be happy if you take a moment to give a like to the video and maybe subscribe to the channel. We will see each other again next week with another exciting topic. For today, I'll take my leave. Have a nice day. See you next time.